Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm gamesplaining Jinja. So this is the game of Jinja. It is set up as a two-player game. The player on the left or green is the first player as marked by that. In the setup, what should have happened and what has already happened is you'll get dealt 5 of these and you'll choose 3 of them. They should remain closed, but I will leave them face up so you can see what's going on, what he's trying to do for each player. Assuming there's space, just assume that stuff is there. Okay. In fact, I'll push them right up. We don't need to see how many points. You're really just trying to achieve each thing to get extra points. The more points, the better. There in the top left. I've just covered that up. I do apologize. Okay. Then you also have these cards showing what you're trying to achieve. I'm going to leave them face down because I don't want to get them confused with the ones that have already been achieved. With these cards, there is a 7 Wonders style drafting that will happen on them before the game starts. So just bear that in mind. But I've already been through that process. So the very first thing that happens is we'll put one of these out onto each spot. I've already done that. The next thing is we turn over this first card. And whatever is written in the bottom lasts for the whole round. So starting with the first player, which is this player, each person may use the purchase and sell structures activity. The purchase and sell is that one there, which basically means that they've both got 2 money, so they can both purchase an extra thing. So he thinks he's going to leave. In fact, he thinks he's going to actually sell one to get a money back in. So he's got 3 money to start with, because let's be honest, money in this game is difficult. This player is going to go the other direction. He will actually spend his 2 money to gain an extra element. So he's really working towards this one at the moment because he's got that and that. He needs 3 of these and 1 of them. He sees the 1 of them on the table. He only sees 1 of these on the table. So it might be worth his while to grab 1 of them. So he goes into the bag and searches through, there it is, until he finds one and join that onto his pile. Okay, now we get into the game. This player's first turn. So what he's trying to do, he has 1 arch. He needs to control at least 1 shrine of each size. So he needs a small, which is that one, a large, which is that one, and 1 of these mediums. So let's go after these guys first, because there's a lot of mediums to choose from. So he wants to pick up 2 of those top houses and that bottom one, or he wishes to get 2 of each element. So he thinks right from the outset, he's going to put his guy there to pick up that 1 element. Okay, back over to, over to Blue's turn. He needs a small, medium, large as well. He doesn't have any of the small ones. So it might actually be worth his while to try and pick up 1 of these. It's going to cost 2 money. He doesn't have any money. So what he needs to do right at the outset is actually go there to get some money, which is roll the die. It's come up on the red side, which is this one. So he gains 3 money by doing that. Back to the green player. Green is really looking for 1 of these or up there. He thinks he'll take the one up there. So he goes there and takes that element. Now all he needs is 1 more of these. So we come back over to Blue. Blue thinks that he will actually do that action. So he'll delete that card to enable him to take 3 goods out of the bag and hope that he got the pieces that he needs. Okay, and that allows the other player also to take 1 extra element out of the bag. It's not the element he was looking for. Green's really trying to achieve this, so he wants another 1 of these markers. The best way for him to get it might be to go to there. We roll the die, which is the red, so he's selecting 1 out of the bag, and he's also flipping a element over. He doesn't get the element, but he will flick that one over. He can choose out of the bag what he wants, and he really needs another 1 of those, so he will go after that one. Back to Blue. Blue would really like to be able to do this card because he's really close. So looking at what he's actually got there, he needs 1 more of these tokens and 1 more of those tokens. Once he's got those, he's got the thing. So what he might do is go up there to grab that token, and he just needs to find a way to get this guy. Back to green. Green now has this. So what he's going to do is place a guy onto Kanto. Because he's got the appropriate stuff that that particular shrine needs, he will spend the 4 goods. They go back into the bag, and he will put one of his shrines onto Kanto. Back over to Blue's turn. Blue really does need to do that. So he'll spend 2 money spent to be able to choose a single thing. And he's going to go after that top one, which he now has. We come back to green for green's last turn. Green likes the idea of getting some more of these cards. So he'll gain 2 of those. Looking at the ones he already has, so he definitely will get that. He thinks he will get that. He doesn't have the ability to get that one, so it might actually be worthwhile flicking that in. He can get that one because he has that card. That's talking about the yellow spot. And control medium shrines. He has quite a lot of them. So what he might do is hang on to both of those 2 new cards and get rid of that one card. Back over to this player who is going to go after that. So he'll put his marker on that territory. He'll spend all the stuff. So 1 of those houses, 2 of those statues, 2 of the archers, and 3 of these. I may have the names of the things wrong. I do apologize. So he puts them all back in the bag, which allows him to push that out and put one of his shrines onto that space. We've now come to the end of the round, simply because no one has any of the guys left to be able to put out. Flip this card over or remove that card. We return the workers. We take the lantern bonus of wherever the spot is that we have. So this one is in green. So he's going to get 1 more random good out of the bag. And this guy's in blue. So he's going to get 1 more money. Then we get to do the thing on the bottom. So this guy gets another money. This guy gets 3 more money. And let me just say at the outset, having money is really important in this game because a lot of stuff costs money. There's very few spots that gain you money. So just bear that in mind within everything that you're doing. The first player marker is then passed to the next player around, and then we go back to the beginning sequence. So we add a building to each territory. We flick over the next one of these cards, which is starting with the first player going clockwise. Each player may pay $1 or a money to purchase a structure of their choice. So this player is definitely spending a money. He doesn't have any structures at all. He'll probably be looking for one of these 2. So looking around the board, there's only one of those buildings. So he might actually get that one. And there he goes. And then the other player is really looking for one of the large ones, and he thinks he's going to do the same. Grab one of those buildings. There we go, and that costs him a money also. Okay, then we get back into the game. So, blue, to start with, he really needs all of this stuff. He has 1. He could be going for that one as well, which actually may be a benefit, but we'll see. We'll put them in that order, so that's the order he's playing for. In order for him to be able to do that, it's probably worth his while to take these 2 to get that second building. This player doesn't have the ability just to pick one of them up, but could purchase one. He's definitely going to need to. He thinks he's probably going after this one because that will complete that card. So he's going to definitely need 1 more of those. He'll definitely need an arch and a statue. So he can see that here gives him the arch and the statue. So he just needs to get another one of these to be able to build that card. This player is looking for statue, arch, and house. So he might put one down there to pick up the statue and the house. He just needs an arch and preferably another one of these or another 2 arches. Okay, so back over to green. Green is just looking for another one of these houses. So what he might do to start with is go there to get some extra money And he's got the red side, which is this side. So he's getting 3 more money for that card. And he's able to flip over one of the things. So he'll flip over where he's hoping to build, which is there. Back to blue. Blue will go into that one. So rolling for it as well. Red, so he gets to take one that he actually wants, which is really good news. And he gets to flip over an arch, and he thinks that he'll flip that one so that this guy will get extra points. Okay, and he's going to grab another one of those houses for what he just did. Back to green. Green is going to go up there, which allows him to purchase the things that he needs. So he needs one more of those. And that's it for this card. He has the ability to purchase 3 things. So what might be actually a benefit to him is to build this one. So he'll definitely get that building at the top. So that one, that costs 2 money. He'll build that statue, which costs another 2 money. He has those 2 arches, and he'll build another one of these houses, which is another 2 money. So he actually has that now. Back to blue, who needs another statue and another arch to do that one, or another 2 of these houses to do that one. He thinks it's worthwhile going after this one because that's what he's been chasing. So he really needs another statue and another arch. He can get the arch here. The statue is there and there. So it's... He needs a way to gain 2 things from the bag, but he wants them specific, not random. So he could take 3 random by dropping one of these cards. He'll go after that one. So he'll gain 3 elements. Now he needs to have 2 medium shrines. So those 2 must stay. A small, medium, and large. He's got a large already, but he's going for that one. So if he passes this in, that allows him to get 3 elements out of the bag. 1, 2, and 3. He needed that. He needed that. So he's managed to pick up the things that he needed. So he's actually got that for next time. That's really good. Green also gets 1 element out of the bag. Green has all the stuff to be able to build this. So he's going to build it just there. So he puts the guy there. Flicks that out. Pays 2 of each good. They go back in the bag. And he puts one of his markers in, one of his shrines in. So by the end of the game, he needs to build this one to fulfill that. That's also a medium, so that one will fulfill that. And then he needs to control the most medium shrines, which are these 3. So he'll be working on getting that one next. Back to this player who now has all the stuff to build this one. So he will go just there to build that, which is all of these tokens. They get back in the bag. And he puts his building out. And we're back over to the green for his final turn. And green thinks there is value in using that one, which allows him to flip over 2 of the tokens. So he'll flick this one over. So he's got that one. He's got that one. He doesn't want blue to get this one, so he'll flick that one back over. Then he chooses which one to take, and he'll take the 2 points. Okay, we've now come to the end of the round once more, or end of the season. So that card is removed or flipped over. We return the workers. We take the lantern bonuses. So blue is taking 1 money. Green is taking 2 points. Blue and green both get 1 extra good from the bag. So we'll go this side first and that side. And that is all of those at the moment. And then we gain the things on the bottom of the cards. So blue will gain 3 money for that and 3 money for that. So that was 6 money coming in, and green will gain 4 money. First player marker is passed back across to the other player, and then we reset for next round. I think this gives you an idea of how the game plays. The only things I haven't really done is the deed buyback, which is spend 2 money to pick up one of these deeds, and then you can just play it. I haven't really done the territory ones. They're just used if the spot that you wish to take has already been covered up. And I didn't really do the offerings, which is cost money to get points. Okay, I will leave it there. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be gamesplaned, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. Until next time, enjoy gaming.